everyone, welcome again to another topic in Mathematics 10. We will talk about polynomial functions. So our target for this video lesson is to illustrate polynomial functions. So let us review first polynomials, kasi yan yung keyword natin ngayon. Alamin natin kung kailan polynomial at kailan hindi. So the first one, we have here 25x squared, which is considered to be a polynomial. And we have different kinds of polynomial. According to the number of terms, it is monomial. By the keyword mono, it only means 1. Kasi isang term lang si 25x squared. And pag sinabi nating degree, it is the highest exponent. Ang exponent natin dito ay si 2. So that is quadratic. So let us try. Would you mind to join me on this activity? For number 1, is this a polynomial? Okay, that's great. So this is a polynomial. And how many terms do we have? Para malaman nyo kung ilang terms, tingnan nyo yung mga plus and minus signs or yung mga operations. Yun yung naghahati sa bawat terms. So first term, second term, and third term. So we have here 3 terms. So magkakaroon tayo ng try, kaya trinomial, because tri means 3. And then the degree, ang pinakamataas na exponent ulit ay 2. So that's why it is known to be quadratic. Okay? Next one is 2 pi. Commonly, ang sinasagot sa akin ng mga estudyante, it is not a polynomial. Kasi wala naman siyang variables. Or, at the back of your minds, baka dahil dito sa pi na to. At yung pi na yan, di ba, mayroon niyang value that is approximately 3.1416 and so on. So, ibig sabihin, number din siya. Kaya lang in symbols. So, this one is considered to be constant. And it is a polynomial. Wala naman tayong nilalabag doon sa rules ng polynomials. Okay? So, dahil isa lang siya, that's why it is known to be monomial. And wala naman siyang degree. So, hindi siya, tawag dito, hindi siya considered to be linear, quadratic, cubic, and so on. Because the degree pertains here to the exponents. At wala naman tayong exponents dito. Okay? The number 3, as you can notice, 4x raised to the square root of 2 minus square root of 3x plus 9, may kakaiba yung square root. Specifically, yung exponent na yan. At yan ay isang malinaw na example na hindi iyan polynomial kasi bawal ang radicals doon sa definition natin ng polynomial. At gayon din po dito sa number 4, ang exponent ay 1/3 at negatives na nagva-violate kaya ito rin ay not polynomial. Okay? And lastly, for the number 5, 10 minus 7x. Walang nava-violate, so polynomial po ito. And how many terms do we have? 1 and 2. Dalawa. Ibig sabihin, by. Kaya binomial. At ang degree, tingnan ng exponent dun sa variable, walang nakalagay, ibig sabihin 1. Pagka 1, automatic, that is linear kind of a polynomial. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now, I want you to observe this. On the left column, we have here the examples of polynomial functions. And on the right column, we have here the not polynomial functions. Now, based from these examples, when is an algebraic expression a polynomial function? Would you mind to remember again our activity a while ago? I think that is helpful for this part. Okay, very good. So, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, may mga nagva-violate kasi dito, negatives, tapos ito magiging negative rin to pag inangat natin iyan because it is considered to be 32 minus 7x raised to negative 2 na bawal. So, ibig sabihin, bawal yung variables doon sa ating denominator. And yung x raised to the 5th power ay nasa loob ng radicals na hindi pwede sa definition ng ating polynomial. So with those circumstances, yan ang nagsasabi na yan ay not polynomial function. Okay? So let us now focus on the specific definition of a polynomial function wherein in one variable x, ibig sabihin, isang variable lamang ang ating gagamitin, is defined by an equation of the form p of x is equal to a sub n x raised to the n up to a sub 0, where we have different parts. The first one is the coefficients. Itong coefficients daw na yan, pansinin nyo, a sub 0, a sub 1, a sub 2, and a sub n, ito po iyon. Dapat daw, yung mga coefficients na yan ay real numbers. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng real numbers? Totoong numero. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, numbers that could be seen in a number line. And then, a sub n should not be equal to 0. Ito yon. Kasi, it doesn't make sense if that is 0. Because 0 multiplied by a variable is also 0. Then the third one is n represents a non-negative integers. It only pertains to exponents. Yang exponents na yan, dapat daw ay non-negative integer na ang ibig sabihin, ang pwede lang nating maging exponents ay positive or it could be 0. Okay? So these are the examples of polynomial functions and not polynomial functions like what I've explained to you a while ago. With that, let us also remember that polynomial functions could be written in a standard form, must be written in a standard form. What do you mean by standard form? It should be written in decreasing powers. It only means from highest exponent to the least. So please do remember this. And again, to be specific with the parts of a polynomial function, we have here coefficients, yung kaninang nabanggit ko na dapat daw ay real numbers. Meron din tayong tinatawag na leading term, na kung saan it includes the degree. Anong ibig sabihin ng degree of the polynomial? It pertains to the highest exponent. Kaya nga sinabing leading, pinakamataas. Okay po? And then the leading coefficient, ibig sabihin nandun yung leading term. And the constant term, it pertains to a number that has no variable beside it. Okay? So these are the key words na ating dapat matutunan. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Let us use these examples to make it more clear to you. So first one is we have here f of x is equal to x plus 2x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 5. Let us write this first in the standard form before we identify the different parts of it. So katulad na banggit ko kanina, dapat ang powers natin ay decreasing. Identify first the highest exponent. Ang pinakamataas na exponent natin dito ay 4. So uunahin natin si 2x to the fourth. Followed by 3, so minus x cubed, followed by this x, and then minus 5. Ma'am, bakit ganun nilipat-lipat mo pero parehas pa rin ang sign? Because we are just arranging it on the same side of the equation. Pagka nag-go beyond na siya sa equal sign, dun ka lang magbabago ng sign. But right now, we will not change the sign. So we could now easily get these parts. We have here the degree, again, the exponent in the leading term, o yung pinakamataas na exponent. Ano ba ang pinakamataas na exponent natin dito? Very good. Nabanggit nyo na yun kanina that is 4. Okay? Then next one, leading coefficient. Numerical coefficient in the leading term. Number na nasa tabi ng leading term. Ano po ba yun? Katulad na nabanggit ko kanina, nandyan yung degree. Ibig sabihin, yan ang ating leading term. Ano yung number na nasa tabi ng variable? So that is 2. Okay, so ang leading coefficient natin ay 2. And then constant, the number without the literal coefficient o yung variable, which is negative 5. Okay, so that is our constant. Let's now proceed to the next example. H of x is equal to negative x cubed plus the square root of 2x squared minus 5. Again, let us arrange it properly to write it in its standard form. So as you can notice, 3, 2, and then constant na. So ibig sabihin, naka-arrange na siya. So ibig sabihin, ito ay nakasulat na sa standard form and no need to rewrite it. Okay? Now, let us proceed on identifying the degree. The highest exponent here is 3. Very good. Ito po iyon. And then the leading coefficient, the number beside it, that is negative 1. And then the constant term here is negative 5. Another example, j of x is equal to 1 minus x cubed plus the square root of 7x. Let's write it in standard form. So j of x, ano yung una nating isusulat? Very good. We have here negative x cubed followed by the square root of 7x and then plus 1. So that we could easily identify the degree. We have here 3, the highest exponent. The leading coefficient is negative 1 and the constant term is 1. So I hope I'm very much clear with this polynomial function. Always remember that the polynomial functions can also be classified according to its degree, katulad lang ng ating review kanina. So let's start first with having a highest exponent of 1. It is known to be the linear function. So yung linear function, ang degree daw ay 1, katulad nito, 2x plus 1, ang highest exponent natin dito ay 1. Tapos, ang itsura ng graph niya ay slanting line. Ma'am, bakit slanting line? Kasi may slope. Pagka sinabi nating slope, how slant the line is. So that is the linear function. And the next one is a quadratic function wherein the degree is 2 or yung highest exponent natin ay 2. So katulad ng example natin dito, ang pinakamataas na exponent natin ay 2. Na ang itsura ng kanyang graph ay parang pa-letter U, na ang tawag po dyan ay parabola. Okay? At dapat yung mga coefficients natin ay real numbers at yung leading term natin should not be equal to 0. And the next one, we have here the cubic function. Para siyang pa-letter S, no? So, yung degree niyan ay 3. Ito ang example, that is x cubed. So, ang pinakamataas doon sa ating exponent ay 3. And then the curve passing through the y-axis with turning points. Yan po ang itsura ng graph. So always remember that this is a polynomial function. It has real numbers na coefficients. It has a leading term, leading coefficient, and a constant term. So math may be difficult for most of us, but do not give up. Let us continue to practice and persevere. Math isip ng mabuti, math tanong pag hindi maunawaan, math usap tayo. Maraming salamat po.